Well, get your popcorn ready for Hollywood's biggest night. Sunday, the industry's most prestigious awards will be handed out. But the conversation this time last year was around the lack of diversity at the Oscars. And with so many movies with black leads this year, is Hollywood finally turning a new page?
This year is a huge improvement over the last 2 years because, I mean, when you have no diversity, it's not hard to improve on that, right?
It's been a record year for the Oscars, with 7 minority actors nominated and 5 feature films with diverse subjects. But this film critic is cautious about calling it progress.
Where's you, Sharon?
In terms of the diversity at the Oscars, well, how much of it is real diversity? I think Moonlight is a great example of a black filmmaker telling a black story with a very honest and unique perspective.
In the fight of our lives, people.
My gals are ready. We can do the work.
But then you have a movie like Hidden Figures, which is a story about heroic black females, but it's written and directed by white people who kind of rely on cliches that we've seen a lot, seen like many times before.
Felt like it to me too.
After years of criticism, the Oscars invited an unprecedented 683 new members to the Academy, 41% of them people of color. But many say there's still work to be done.
We're not seeing much in terms of Asian actors, and Latinos are still the most underrepresented demographic in the U.S.
And it's not just about race. One advocacy group for people with disabilities points out that there are 0 Oscar nominees with known disabilities.
If you look at the planet, there's so many beautiful humans and lovely stories to be told, and we get such a tiny view of that when it comes from Hollywood.
Joella Crichton is a Toronto actress and co-founder of the Bechdel Bill, a group that encourages filmmakers to create more 3-dimensional female characters. She says representation starts with a script.
We need to realize that we need to allow those writers and creators in to tell their own stories in order for those stories to have more multidimensional characters.
Crichton and Simon Pillay both agree. Golden statue or not, diverse stories need to be told.
If I ask myself the question, what's more important, that the films are being made or that this group of people gives them an award for it? My answer is that those films are being made.
Now, Simon Pillay says you don't have to just look at the Oscars to find some great films written and starring black leads. He mentions Get Out, a thriller written and directed by Jordan Peele, out this weekend.